Hi, Andy. How are you?
Fine, Jim. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. So you're executive chef of Waypoint 622 and also of Waterman's Tavern, both in Brielle. Waypoint 622 serves new American cuisine and has a seasonal liquor license. Now, the seasonal liquor license runs out in November. Will you be open in the winter?
We're going to keep it open on the weekends. The building will be available, 7 days a week for various parties and whatnot, whatever people we need it for. But we felt that even after the liquor license is over, that people like to bring their own wine, so we become bring our own place. So it's a little slower pace. We get to experiment with a variety of different menu items. So instead of being a food mill in the summertime, which isn't a bad thing, of course, but with 300 total seats at any time, it gets crazy. But it kind of winds down quite a bit in the wintertime, and we spend more time on the plates, building plates, making things look nice, and people can enjoy their own selection of wines.
So what do you think makes Waypoint 622 unique?
I think the location. It's a historic building. It's been here forever. Mr. Graffis did a great job, renovating the dockside. We called it. I used to call it urban renewal because it was dilapidated, and he did a nice job on creating a venue that you could have a nice cocktail on overseeing the Manasquan River. The boats had a nice backdrop. The two bridges being between the two bridges, the train going over the trolley. So it's pretty unique. It's awesome.
Now boaters can come and dock and dine at the restaurant. Is that right?
Yes, there's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 slips that they can come in. They could dock and dine. They could also fillet their own catch, and we'll create an event for them, based on what they bring us. Catch and cook. We call it catch and cook.
So private parties. I've actually had a private party here, and you have some great packages. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, we have the kind of food that everybody's familiar with: chicken franchise, penny vodka. But our menu's pretty eclectic. We ask our salespeople to let them pick things off the menu. I mean, our crab cakes are nothing but crab cakes and dressing, and pressure keeps them together, and they're baked. There's no filler. They're gluten-free for the most part. Until we put the crumbs on top, just to give it some crunch. But I mean, we can make it gluten-free. The taste is still there. Our chicken Savoy. Maybe it's not stretches from Belleville, but it's pretty close. It's served over broccoli rabe salad, and octopus, things you don't see a lot of other places. We'll do different variety of different fishes, fish, because we are on the water. So
and you can do buffets and plated, seated.
Yes, a la carte, family style. Yep.
And so you can do christenings and
absolutely christenings, first birthdays, small weddings. In fact, this past weekend we did a small wedding. We have a wine room that seats 30. We have the main dining room that seats 60. So the whole house, you can get 90 people in here. It gets a little tight if you start putting buffets together. So we try to talk people into an a la carte at that point. It's a shame that they can't use outside so much. I mean, we'll cordon it off, but during the summertime, it's so busy out there that it's difficult to cordon people off. But like now, we can section off a spot, so if somebody wants to have a small cocktail party outside, we can do that.
And as I remember, you can do 3-course meals for under $40.
Yes, we have packages that actually start at $34.99, and we want the customer to have the ability to create their own. So we give them a choice of 3 appetizers, 3 salads, and 3 entrees, and they can. We give them prices, and they can kind of mix and match their own.
So what are some of the most popular menu items at Waypoint?
Well, the crab cake, obviously, we mentioned that. Believe it or not, we sell a lot of filet mignons here. It's center cut, barrel cut filet mignons. The portions are adequate. Salmon is organic. Technically, there's no free range salmon out there. It's all, unless you go to Alaska, the sockeye. The salmon is always good. In fact, we're going to change some of the menu items to a more fallish type of thing. We have a maple glazed salmon that we're going to be introducing in October. more autumn root vegetable kind of thing. Same thing we're doing over at Waterman's also, if I can say that.
So, what are some of the menu items that are not on the menu right now that you'd like to see next season?
Well, we introduced sushi this year, which was different. I really think that next year I'm going to try to do it's going to sound a little crazy, but it works for outside, like a build your own grilled cheese bar. And we find grilled cheese is very popular there, so we'll have a list of like 12 or 15 items. People can, have a basic grilled cheese or put, burrata cheese on it or whatever. We have another kitchen downstairs, in the other area. So he's our sushi guy, so we figured we'd give him something to do, and because during the summertime it's out there, everything is out there. I mean, people eat in the dining room for a nice, casual, formal dining, but when it's busy and it's beautiful outside, that's where they want to be. So, and they want to eat lighter. Grilled cheese maybe is not the lightest thing in the world, but grilled cheese isn't even on our menu, and we get people making, just asking, can you put that, so yes, we do. So we're going to try to be ahead of that one.
Now, the word is that you're going to be introducing homemade pastas this fall.
Yes, over on Waterman's Tavern. We're going to be doing cavatelli, fettuccine, raviolis. On our own, we have machines, we have the manpower. We're just finalizing some recipes and things like that. But yeah, it'll be made right out in front of everybody. In the bar, we have a rather large bar, and with a grill behind there. We're going to do shucking oysters and clams to order out in the bar area. So in the downtime, the guy will be making cavatelli. I mean, we'll mix it in the back because that's what the mixer is, but it'll be extruded and formed out in the thing. So in the bar, that's a good way to promote that we're doing our own.
Yeah. Any new menu items for the fall here at Waypoint?
Well, we're going to, like I said, the salmon, we're going to change the way we prepare the salmon. Less fruity, more earthy, the maple glaze and the root vegetables and things like that. We'll probably go with changing the chicken around from the Savoy, which is which served its purpose in the summertime. Actually, what happens is we have to cut the menu down to make it, because obviously your clientele, the market is smaller, so we have to cut things down. Like I said, but there'll be more building. There'll be more fluff on the plate, more artsy stuff on the plate instead of just, for lack of a better word, throwing things on a plate and sending it out. There's going to be nicer display.
Well, the off-season gives you the opportunity to be a little more creative, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what you were trying to say.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Okay. Well, that's good. Thanks very much, and glad you had a great season, and look forward to the fall.
Me too.
Thanks.
Thanks.